So here's why a lot of people are having a very tough time landing a job in today's market. It's interesting, but I'm going to give you my couple of reasons why this is happening to a lot of you, why it's hard to land a job in this job market. Before we continue talking, my name is Ario DeJuiced from jobsre.com. Jobsre.com is our job listing website. So if you're looking for work in whatever type of field, logistics, trucking, tech, hospitality, definitely check out our website. I'll leave the link in the very bottom, jobsre.com. Link is in the bottom. Definitely check out our email newsletter. Also on the website, if you need equipment for your remote job, desktop laptops, USB headsets, monitors for your workstation, we have that also available on the website, jobsre.com. And last announcement, I promise, thank you and special shout outs to our sponsors and good friends over at Course Careers, which is a online training program that has helped many people land a job in the tech space, earning between $50K to six figures plus. I work in tech as a IT support specialist. This is possible for them to help you land these jobs after you obtain the skills. But first, you need the skills to get in tech space or land a job in the tech industry. So for more information about Course Careers, down below as well. You're all set. Let's talk. So housekeeping is out the way. The reason why most of you are having a hard time finding work in today's market, one of the top reasons, and this doesn't really get discussed too often, but a lot of people are very picky in terms of what kind of jobs they want. What I mean by picky, obviously, you know what I'm talking about, but people are very selective when it comes to a specific job title. Now, it's not to shame you or, anything like that. I think you have the complete and full rights to find a job that you like and just kind of go from there, right? You are entitled to do that. Yes, you are. Everyone has a specific job that they want to do. Some jobs you don't want to do. I get it. But in reality, right? And sadly, in today's market, it's just a different world right now since C-19, the pandemic. And I think the people who are very selective when it comes to their job search, I think it's time for you to bring down your expectation level very low. And I'm saying that because there's a lot of jobs out there, right? There really are. But because some people are selective, it seems like there's no jobs available because you're only seeking that specific type of jobs. And that's filtering out a lot of jobs that are hiring, and you probably could obtain those jobs. Now, you may not like it. That's just the truth. That's the reality. You may not like that job, but it pays really, really well. And what jobs are paying really well in 2024? A lot of trade jobs. So plumbing, electrician, city type jobs, they're paying pretty well, and they don't require a college degree and for you to be in serious debt to get involved. And a lot of these jobs are it's on the job training. So they may pay you to just get trained, get that certificate and whatever you need to start that job. This is still a thing. So trade jobs are still a very big deal in 2024. But again, it's jobs that some people do not want to do. You may have to do a job where you're working in the sewers. Honestly, it doesn't sound like the most prestige job, but they pay really well. So it's really up to you. Do you want to bring down your expectation and land those jobs that are paying well? But those jobs may not be the ones that you like. I get it. You want the nice remote job from home, somewhere maybe like an admin job, bookkeeping. These jobs are going away because of AI. That's just the truth. It's going to happen at some point. Look at Chat GPT. It has replaced a lot of people's jobs already, sadly. And it's going to keep happening. AI is going to replace a lot of typical, bookkeeping, accounting, admin type jobs. Sorry about that. I live in a building and you can see there's a construction site right behind me. So excuse that noise, but it is what it is. So I think that's what's going on. A lot of people are super selective and it's just not being spoken about enough. But that's why it's hard for a lot of people to find jobs, because you're picky, and that may need to change in this market today. Another reason why I think people are having a tough time finding a job. Believe it or not, but it kind of is the same reason, which is the first reason, the expectations, right? And when people kind of like, there's people that went to college and they come out of college with this idea that they're going to land this 6-figure job in this market. And that's just not a thing anymore in terms of you landing your first high paying job after college. That's not become the thing of the past, sadly, right? So I can't really say this is number 2, but it kind of is reason number 2 why it's hard for you to find a job, is because you don't really have the skills and the experience yet. And that may be number 2 right there. Some people lack skills and experience to obtain these jobs. And you may ask, well, how do I obtain these skills and or experience? Well, I'm not here to promote. Well, I did promote this company earlier in this video. Some places like Course Careers help people obtain these skills to land these jobs. Such jobs like in working in tech, right? So it's not so expensive like a college degree is. Like, for example, a computer science degree is really expensive. I'm talking 6 figures plus. That's ridiculous to put yourself in debt for a degree that may not help you land a 6-figure job to help you pay off that that loan anytime soon. If it were me, I would stay away from that option because it is horrible. It needs to be flushed down the toilet and go, because for someone to be in that kind of debt after school is a very silly thing to do, I think. So why is this number 2 of what's keeping you from finding a job? How does skills and experience plays a big part in why people can't find work? Well, that's the reason. You lack skills and or experience. So where did you get these skills from? There's options. You have trade schools, like I said earlier. If you're looking to work in the tech space as an engineer, I'm not saying not to do it, but it may be kind of tough because you don't have the skills or the experience yet. So maybe you're going to have to find a way to do that. And I think Course Careers is a great option for people when it comes to that. But when it comes to the tech space, there's other job titles available, not just coding or cybersecurity, which is the jobs that everybody wants because they pay the most and they're so popular, which is not a problem. I get it, but I like to just bring people back to reality. Tech jobs don't only consist of coding and cybersecurity. It's also sales, management. These are great paying jobs as well. They're also tech jobs. They're not maybe coding, but it is a tech job that does pay pretty well. So again, people are selective. They don't really want to do sales or management. They want the coding type jobs or cybersecurity. You may have to bring down your expectation, right? You can still do it and go for it. I recommend that you still try to become a software engineer, but putting yourself in college to get a computer science degree, that degree may not help you land that job because you still need the skills to work as an engineer, right? Computer science degree doesn't really teach you the technologies to land that job. So you're not really learning about JavaScript. You're not learning about Python, what's an API. You're not learning about what's a front end of an application or the back end. You're not learning about MongoDB. You're not learning about GitHub. You're not. That's something you have to teach yourself. And it's just going to take a lot of time. I'm not saying you can't do it. If you want to, go for it. But that computer science degree is not what it used to be anymore. It's just not. So again, expectation got to be brought down a little bit. There's other jobs available that does not require a 4-year degree college, and that you might just need some type of certificate, like a Course Career certificate or CompT or something like that, just to get in. It's possible. There's options. That's my whole argument. There's other options besides college. So I think skills and or experience is another reason why a lot of people are having a tough time finding work. So yeah, it's hard to hear. It sucks, but it really is the truth. I think number 3, my last one, of why people are having a tough time finding work is I think people are just really sick and tired of I guess, the traditional way of working. And people want other options. I get it. But that may also require some patience. And what am I talking about exactly? Well, I think people are really wanting to get away from the traditional corporate job and to have a job that basically controls your everyday life. And what I mean by that is this 8 hour a day of work may not be of interest to a lot of people anymore, and they want more work life balance. And I get it. I think that's a great idea, but I think that's why nobody wants to really work and why it's hard to find a job because, again, expectations, right? So that may be the number one reason why it's hard to find a job. Expectation level is really high for a lot of people. A lot of people just want different, I guess, systems or different, how should I put it, ways of working, right? Where they have more time to enjoy their lives with their family, friends, travel. I get it. And that's great. But expectation may be the reason why it's hard to find a job. People are just picky. I mean, they are. And it's not just people's fault now. Of course not. Some jobs just suck in terms of the layoffs and all these things. But I hate to say it, man, but it's part of the business. It really is. It's a cold business. Employees don't really care about employees like that. And it's a business first. They have to very much keep their shareholders happy. They have to keep their investors happy. So if that means cutting people, laying off people, so be it, because they have to keep running their business. I get it. I really do. My wife and I run a small business. We hire people. So I get it. I really do. Why some people do not trust the traditional way of working anymore, because it's not fun. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's not that it's not fun. They don't like it anymore. Really, no one really likes the whole corporate ladder thing. It's not really interesting to people anymore, especially younger people who saw how their parents worked for like decades at that same job. That doesn't sound appealing to a lot of young people. So they look for other options. And it's just, you have different interests, which is you're picky, you're selective now. You want other ways to make money. I think that's a great idea. Take advantage, because with the help of the internet, there are other options to make money. And I think you should definitely adopt these ideas and adapt, because that's how I make money. And I can't lie to you. I do make money using social media. I do get paid for my multiple YouTube channels, podcasts, brand deals. It's possible for you to do it as well. It may take some time, some patience, and some hard work, but it's very possible. So these are other options to make money in today's world. And I don't blame people if they're looking to get involved as, content creating. I think you should get involved. It's a great way to make money. It really is. And maybe that's why it's hard for you to find a job, because you see other options are outweighing the traditional way of working. And I get it. You want that instead of the traditional way. I don't blame you, right? But I guess what I'm trying to say is, again, there's options besides the typical go to college, get a degree, get a job. There's content creating, right? I'm not encouraging you to be an influencer or a content creator. I'm just giving you options. And maybe this is why it's hard for you to find a job, because you are picky. There's other options, and you much rather go that route than the traditional way. Some of you want the plush job, which is the 6-figure paying job. Some of you don't want to work as a salesperson or in management. You want that cybersecurity job. It pays the most, but it's hard to get these jobs nowadays. And I think you should still try to, do it, but also keep in mind that you have a lot of competition. There's a lot of people going for those same jobs, not just you. There's people from other countries also looking to get those same engineering jobs, not just you. So the competition just keep growing because everyone's looking for work, that same job. So now a lot of people are looking into trade jobs or sales or management, but they're paying well. So it's up to you. Do you want it or not? It's really your choice. So the jobs are out there, but some people are picky. It's just the truth. So let me get out of here. Much love to you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Again, more information down below about all the things that I mentioned. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.